everyone. Welcome to our non-gathering spoken word Saturday, still in lockdown. Please enjoy our monthly offerings.
Carmen, you are such a bitch. The poor get poor, but still the rich are so rich. What did my mother say to me? You'll always reap what they sow. Everybody's got a favorite disease. It's funny how little ways spread with such ease. And even though we're all down on our knees, saying please, still they'll say no. I always knew that there would be days like these, but I never thought it could last for years. Too many tears are falling now, and I'm still wondering what's coming next. Too many tears are falling now. Come on, you bitch. The poor get poorer, but the rich are still rich. And even though it should, their consciences will not itch. They've thrown them away. And I always knew there would be days like these, but I never knew that it could last for years. Now too many tears are falling now, and I'm left wondering what's coming next. Too many tears are falling now.
There once was a time where the world was put on pause. An eerie feeling in the air. A sense of confusion, panic, worry, and many questions were asked. Nothing like this had ever happened before. We must stay in, wash our hands, be safe, be vigilant, isolate, isolate, isolate. These words ran circles in people's mind. What about my family, my job, my plans, my life? Many emotions were felt during this time. For some people, it was a break. For some, it was a time to reflect, reconnect, spend time with family, learn a new skill. Key workers were at the front line saving lives, helping the world still go round. For some, it was the worst nightmare. Alone, even more? Trapped and no longer have the escapism they once did? Living in constant fear, isolation to a whole new level. Everyone was living through the same experience. It's just we were all experiencing it differently. Who knows what the ending will be, or what will be next? The story is to be continued.
Virus versus us. An intangible, inaudible enemy invisibly invades, insidious, seems an anthropomorphic germs, encroachment, virulence defines this incipient virus. An anathematic pathogen revels in hellish bedevilment. Anachromatically vile, evil, heinousness is her sinister essence. Forever far from philanthropic, looks a microscopic, misanthropic speck. Ever clever undercover, the disingenuous genius deviously cleaves our armor with ardor. Immorally seeking immortality, she possesses a sneaking proclivity for proximity and plans heists on hosts. Meanwhile, ill-fated or quail, we feel enfeebled, afeared for adversity, an atavistic adversary. Dignity appears robbed when vindictive iniquity surreptitiously steals unseen. Impending gloom looms, primes dim doom's grim time bomb. Pernicious pneumonia viciously attacks, wrecks, wreaks chaos. What a demonic pandemic. Pandemonium emanates from ravaged, savaged lungs, which gasp, grasping nothingness. Despised disease seizes, squeezes one wheezy, woozy biddy. It is tantamount to a figurative noose. Debilitating, devastating, its viciously constricting grip inexorably tightens. The writhing knot twists inextricably around her neck. Next to Nix's, this brittle little lady's tenuous existence. Breathing decreases, ceases as she deceases.
There's something going on, I'm quite sure of it. My human is acting all strange. We go for long walks in a circle. It's as though we're restricted in range. The last time we went to the pet shop, she bought dog food and biscuits galore. I dreamed of an expedition round Europe, at least somewhere new to explore. She's been hoarding more than is usual, with toilet rolls stacked 10 feet high and kitchen rolls piled up the staircase. As for wet wipes, we'll never run dry. Then I had a sneaky look in the pantry. There's an abundance of pasta and rice. It'll be years before that stash gets eaten, unless we get infested by mice. There are things piled up in the cupboards, beans of all shapes, sizes and forms. And as for the freezer, it'll burst soon. Something's going on that's out of the norm. She talks on the phone now for hours. It's constant ringing, disturbing my naps. And wine has replaced the morning cuppa. And at lunchtime, she's been drinking schnapps. Lately, she's been acting quite strangely, doing things that she used to dislike. Because before we go walking each morning, she's up and she's out on her bike. She's been scrubbing and washing for days now, all surfaces polished and clean. It's as though she's expecting some visitors. Then I heard a new word, quarantine. There'll be no more day trips to the seaside to enjoy fish and chips, it appears. Now she's reading and painting and knitting. I've woolies coming out of my ears. Gone are the hikes up the mountains. To stay at home is the new protocol. At least now for days it's been sunny. So for the 100th time today, let's play ball.
My name is Louise Bretland-Treharne. I was moved by conversations within the caring and sharing group. I heard and felt people's different but equally valuable contributions, expressing their reality of lockdown. People trying to make sense of living daily with the visitation of the coronavirus and creating meaningfulness or simply coping in whatever way possible. Some owning the right not to be okay, realistic and wholesome. I witnessed tears and wished to share my poem called Cried. I prayed for lone criers. I sensed, I felt, I cried. Even healing tears needs boosting. Being with someone crying, a privilege. Don't rush to hand the tissues. Let the healing, cleansing tears trickle their loss. Please, no rushing in to offer befitting words. Trust and know the power of your presence. Don't take away by offering more. Know the power of your presence. Thank you. May I have a virtual hug? Can I gift you with my hug? Hugging. Mother Earth says, come couch with me. My blanket is big enough for us all. When you suffer, so do I. As a mother within all of creation, witnessing your pain, fear and loss. Shh now. Wipe your tears, gently release your fear, make the pain worthwhile and turn the loss into gain. I am fine, but you have work to do, people. As I lift my blanket, I let go and trust you are now ready to walk a different path. I once more ease into my rhythmic beat of love. now believing you know the truth of unconditional love.
What day was it tomorrow? Worn down, lockdown. We binged on Tiger Kings and Tiger Bread so long that I lost time down the back of the sofa, along with the TV remote. The sky has either been black or blue, never grey or white. And now it could be yesterday, or it could be Christmas Eve. Will I have lost the ability to communicate face to face? Is it possible I'll find an unwatched episode of Friends? Maybe this was all a dream. I forgot why we closed the door. It's been so long and it's been too strange. We zoom through blank, soulless streets, finding zen in tube trips of streamed yoga bombs. We reconnect lost sparks through worn-down lockdown boredom, germinating seeds of hope on our windowsills the whole world over, while the hopeless truth is, soon these plants will be the only thing in our universe bearing fruit. As our joints rust and our eyes dim to the sight of the sun, another day turns into another month, and another week ends where the last one started. In the sequel to this story, we find our way in a strange, new, brave new world, revisiting golden arches now used to house the homeless. Our dreams on pause so long that the tape is stretched, scratched and warped memories of a future we never had. We have forgotten the lives we were going to live. But of course, the algorithm will reset and the consumer cogs will hoist the pulley that lifts us to resurrection, and we'll go back to the 9-to-5s and soulless lives, closer together, but 10 feet apart.
Hello, I'm being dragged into this digital revolution against my will. This is happening with a stick stuck in a Wellington boot. It's taken me a while to keep it still. My children are downstairs refusing to turn the TV down. It's life. Shouts out, people speak up. Eleanor Shaw, frontline worker, key worker. I clap for you every day. I've got all my own teeth, some of them are crumbling. No matter how I'm feeling, I get up and do it all again. I am cleaning woman, I am hands bleeding woman, I am potato peeling woman, I am roasting chicken woman, I am every last bit of scrap woman, I am wishing on their bones woman. So do your fucking worst, bring your fucking best, as I dance in my ancestral bulletproof vest. So do your fucking worst, bring your fucking best, as I dance in my ancestral bulletproof vest. I am grounding woman, I am pounding woman, I am grieving woman, I am gifting woman, I am pride woman, I am gentrified woman, I am long gone woman, I am slutty song woman, I am salutation woman, I am salvation woman, I am psycho woman, I am psychic woman. So do your fucking worst, bring your fucking best, as I dance in my ancestral bulletproof vest. So do your fucking worst, bring your fucking best, as I dance in my ancestral bulletproof vest. I am compliant woman, I am question everything woman, I am ethical woman, I am Amazon woman, I am alibi woman, I am testify woman, I am forgiveness woman, I am burning bridges woman, I am snake woman, I am ride or die woman, I am me too woman, I am screw you woman, I am worker woman, I am vengeful woman, I am dreaming woman, I am realist woman, I am nesting woman, I am flight mode woman, I am DIY woman, I am you fucking DIY woman, I am ice woman, I am fever woman, I am present woman, I am forever woman. So do your fucking worst, bring your fucking best, as I dance in my ancestral bulletproof vest. So do your fucking worst, bring your fucking best, as I dance in my ancestral bulletproof vest. I've got all my own teeth, some of them are crumbling. No matter how I'm feeling, I get up and do it all again.
I am but a speck in the book of life, less than a full stop or a comma, a tiny dust mite blown in on the breeze, clinging onto a page that no one will read, yet I am. I am the salmon that leaps over the weir when the river is in full flood, with scales that glow like burnished gold, in search of a new life that's about to unfold. Him I am. I am the tear on a new baby's cheek, kissed away by a mother's breath. The taste which lingers on her lips is salty and sweet, a sensation she'll keep. She I am. I am the owl that calls in the night, a fleeting shadow across the moon, a merciless hunter, I swoop for a kill, a scuttle, a scream, a cold deathly chill. He I am. I am a snowflake on a cold winter night, slowly floating down to earth, delicate and soft as a butterfly's wing. I skim the ground and I'm gone. Thank you.
An alphabet for our time. A is the air that we breathe. B is the bat that acted as a catalyst. C is for COVID-19. D is the distance we must keep. E is the eulogy for the dead. F is the friendship we cherish. G is the goodwill, or sadly the goodbye we make. H is the health we must have. I represent the intermingling we must not do. J is the journey we should not take. K is the kindness we give, or the knowledge we share. L is the lungs that are damaged. M is the meditation and music to ease our minds. N is the neighbour we look out for. O is the ordeal that needs to be endured. P is the process the virus takes. Q is the quarantine the isolation gives. R is the refrain and refuge to ward off danger. S is the service so many give. T is the time that is given and needed. U is the unfolding consequence. V is the virus we must fear. W is the water we continue to wash in. X is the X-ray that reveals sickness. Y is the youth who are not exempt. Z ends our list and our day. To sleep and take care.
Dear care home, I know you might feel lonely and scared at this moment in time. There's a lot of craze going on in the world right now. It must be hard not seeing the people you love. Only the same care workers each day which help you. And I know it's not the same without your husband, wife, children or grandchildren. It might be difficult now, but when the selfishness stops and coronavirus leaves us, everything can go back to normal. Hope for the best, not the worst, and look forward to the future. And I hope you will have a good day. Thank you.
Madness breaks through as everyone gets thrown into the unknown. Rows after rows, queuing outside supermarkets with endless rows of people. Food shelves get empty, no more food left for the elderly. The selfishness from around the world and not thinking about nobody. Schoolwork on screens, family and friends on screens. People you love who you cannot see. Listening to the claps for Boris, NHS workers and carers like my mum. Watching in amazement of people are recovering. Sadness and loss of hope surrounds us all. Care home residents only see family through windows. Some may not. The tears of being away from people you love. The sweat and hard work from everyone around us. Some stay at home while talking to their pet, but some still go out knowing, or no, not knowing, the cause to others is a threat. The worry we have to know what's going on. I do hope when this goes my grandma won't be gone. My heart beating fast, thinking about the world, wishing I could hug my boyfriend and my mum. Feeling lonely in these same four walls, and I still was staying venting from others getting ill. Stay safe, dream big, and never forget to believe.
I am forgiving to the past, but it doesn't prevent anger. I am a speaker to the fiction, whose warm voices push me forward. I am a follower to him above who guides me every day. I am a person who takes refuge in greenery, which keeps my happiness bright as the richest flower planted. I am a human who holds faith that everything will change for the better through the flaws every human, including myself, must face.
Hi everyone, it's Emily Baker here, or as I like to be known these days by my gangster rapper name, Just a Lot of Superstar, Emily B. During the lockdown, I've mostly been learning blues piano, how to be a gangster rapper, and trying to train sea lions to build brick walls in my back garden, which is harder than it sounds. It's all non-verbal communication, very Pavlovian. In a moment, I'd like you to join in on the chorus with my rap record. All you need to do is tap something. I'm using a Starbucks mug because I'm sponsored by Starbucks, but it could be any implement. And it goes a little something like this. Hope everyone's keeping safe. I would say sane, but you know. Enjoy.
Yo, what up, people? 1, 2, 1, 2. This is Trucker Hugging, Just a Lot of Superstar. Emily B. Coming at ya. In the place to be. We were heavily tired of my dumbass jokes, and of course I can see you all nice folks. So I injected some percussion to raise some hell. I came up with something funky called Fucking the Triangle. During every episode, vocally I explode. My title is the queen of this postal code. See, my volume expands to consume. Rhyme so fast, there's a sonic boom. Vocally pulsating, I initiate gyrating. Swansea, go crazy, there's no waiting for the curation. Feel the vibration, a standing ovation for my triangle recitation. Vocalization techniques I employ. The choice of my voice will just destroy the addition of a triangle into this beat. There's enough energy to move your feet. Greater innovator, microphone dominator, superstar, agitator, word manipulator. Swansea, I'm sure my percussion will excite y'all. We're gonna rock all night, rock the triangle. Rock the triangle.
Hello everybody, good afternoon, hope you're enjoying yourselves today. I've just come out for a little walk locally in the countryside. As Eleanor mentioned that we need to do something on lockdown. I'm going to say something just off the top of my head. I haven't written anything down. I call this naked poetry. So here goes, I hope you enjoy it. My lockdown. As I walk the countryside along the nature and beauty, I wonder if the lockdown is a bad thing. For me, it has turned out to be a wonderful gift. I can feel Mother Earth breathe on me, feed me, and with me all the way through my human existence. I don't want this lockdown to be over in some funny way, but I know it has to end. I don't know when, and I don't really care. But this lockdown has given me exactly what I need. Peace in the mind, peace in the heart, and people are beginning to love each other again in ways we had forgotten, in ways that were once in the past but now can be in the future for all mankind to enjoy. The lockdown is all about us as human beings and how we cope. Thank God lockdown has happened. It has released something within me and something within other people around the world. So for lockdown, you have made me more human, more forgiven, and more at peace with myself. That's my chosen words today. I hope you've enjoyed them. Take care everyone, keep safe, and thank you for letting me be part of your group. Thank you. Diolch yn fawr. Diolch.
Hungry. Into the trolley goes the last tin of kidney beans. There's only 2 sweet potatoes, not yellow ones, left. I shop for my flock. I shop for me. No piped music, but a silence as we progress aghast around the aisles. Into their beaks I will poke mashed potatoes and beans. I live if they live. In front of me a brown anorak. He buys beer and fabric conditioner, frozen pies and jumbo bars of chocolate. I want to sweep a shelf of cereal packets into my arms, run out the door and into the car park, but I can only stand here in this glum, quiet avenue, eyes down. I'm hungry, hungry for the sound of parents long dead, hungry for the laughter of a cinema audience, hungry for almond milk to pour from the fridge, for tomatoes and tangerines, broccoli and cabbage waiting to be plucked, hungry to sing a flash dance across the hangar, hungry to know that the next time I come there'll be warm bread from the bakery, fresh yogurt and falafels. Behind me there's a woman who's found no tins, no potatoes, no pasta. Her children reach for sweets. I shop for my flock. I shop for me. They live. I live. The checkout assistant touches each tin. Each vegetable passes through his hands, rushed into the carrier bag. Oh, my babies, can I keep you safe? I want to curl up on the back seat of the Honda, scream and sleep, sweet sleep.
White skies and streets of silence, concrete tongues burnt into walls of flame, a solitary cat, black as coal, stalks over our shivered spines, our shattered ribs coated with viral sauce. Clots of corona cowslip spurt into this plague year, this wild, pathogenic springtime, tarred and feathered with impossibilities, extracellular concrete embedded in the brutality of architecture, viral envelopes draped across tower blocks and bridges, and metal likenesses of phagocytes dangling from our necks as lucky charms. Yellow clouds of pandemic drift above this urban wasteland of lies and emergencies as we struggle for life in these strange boulevards of silence where our rulers are also our enemies, and when the time arrives for the poison to overflow its usual beds, its victims too, and out there in the bubbling pits of contagion and transmission, prisons, refugee camps, detention centres, we face once more the simple lesson, so hard to grasp, yet so easy to understand, that we are threaded together in a web of dependence, and our blindness to this is our most deadly disease, our most fatal virus. And in this night like any other, in this second like any other, in this life like any other, as we fight for survival and see our friends and lovers go down, let us swear by the blood on the hands of the fools that led us here, that now there is no going back. The new world that rises from the old will be built in the name of the thousands that died, and out of these lies and crimes will rise new lives, new loves worthy of the name, because after this, when the silence lifts, nothing will be the same.
How are you? How are you? I hear people say in these crazy times that feel so unreal, like a film in history that's been before, a silent movie that you can't ignore. Is COVID a virus or the new age flood, like trying to walk when you're stuck in the mud? Lockdown heaven or lockdown hell? Only time will tell. We rewrite history to make changes for the best, a time for nature to have a well-earned rest. Modern lives are so busy, hectic and stressed. The whole world needs healing to stop this mess.
This is my letter to myself after the pandemic. Dear Kris, I know lockdown has been a hard proposition for you. It's over now, so let's get on with it. Let's go out with the kids more and spend time in the countryside, on the beach, just outdoors. You can't get stuck inside all the time. You just spent the last however many months doing that. Let's get everything sorted for next year in university, and also let's get back into the swing of things where people speak up. Your mental and physical health are issues, and I think you need to address them more. You don't want the kids to grow up and lose their dad in their mid-20s like you did. There's been a lot of negatives with COVID-19, but there's also been a lot of positives. People coming together, getting to know people in the street, and I hope to continue doing this. Don't judge yourself so harshly, and remember, just put one foot in front of the other. Love and kisses, you.
Hi everybody at Spoken Word Saturday in Lockdown. It's Mel Perry from Llanelli here. I'm going to read my poem Green Glass Treasure, which I read in the Story Care and Share session on Wednesday. And this is about, well, partly about piece of sea glass. I'm a mad collector of sea glass, so here's just one of the many pieces that I have. So this is Green Glass Treasure. I will carry you in my palm across the sea. I will write your name in the sand, on the strand, on the coast of light. When I get there, I will sit on the beach with a green glass shard. I will run my tongue across its lip, feel its grit-pitted, life-worn surface. I will know its satin beneath. I will see imageless light scattered, breathe the cobalt blue washed day, close my eyes and taste salt zest. Before I leave, I will see one swift circle the lighthouse tower, hear house martins chirrup above the generator thrum, smell rose scents drifting from a long-forgotten keeper's cottage garden. As summer ends, I will hold your hand in my palm in the grief-dark crowds of a wake, hear a promise and my name, kiss smoke tang. Thank you very much. Stay safe, everybody.
Rows and flows of angel hair and ice cream castles in the air and feather canyons everywhere. I've looked at clouds that way. Now they only block the sun. They rain and snow on everyone. So many things I could have done. The clouds got in my way. I've looked at clouds from both sides now, from up and down, and still somehow it's cloud illusions I recall. I really don't at all. Moons and trees and Ferris wheels, that dizzy dancing way you feel as every fairy tale comes true. I've looked at love that way, but now it's just another show. You leave them laughing as you go, and if you care, don't let them know. Don't give yourself away. I've looked at love from both sides now, from give and take, and still somehow it's love's illusions I recall. I really don't know at all. Tears and fears and feeling proud to say I love you right out loud. Dreams and schemes and sex crowds, I've looked at life that way. But now old friends are acting strange. They shake their heads, they say I've changed. Well, something's lost, but something's gained in living every day. I've looked at life from both sides now, from win and lose, and still somehow it's life's illusions I recall. I really don't know at all. I've looked at life from both sides now, from up and down, and still somehow it's life's illusions I recall. I really don't know at all.
Hello everyone, this is called Hold On. Even though this time is difficult, do not forget around us stands the old land, which has seen everything before, whose soil birthed us and feels neatly forgiving under our fingers. Shooting stars still fall into our gardens, and the moon shines brighter than ever. And you can still kiss the mountains from your open window, and their liquid sugar flows into your open mouth. The treetops arc in breezes towards whispering buzzards cutting frosted air. Over your rooftops, the wind is crying for the children, shut inside, to come out to play. Open your door, let your heart fly into the clouds, towards the hilltop quarries where ghosts broadcast dreams of their own past, and the valleys where lambs cry for their mothers, or in sympathy. We accept to be fools, although the forest is dark, for we have only lost our way for a while. Remember soon, in a clearing, you will find a bed where you lay you down, and dinosaurs watch over you while you sleep. Pterodactyls kiss in formation overhead. The wind will encircle you once more. Hold on.
Hi, this is Debs, and this is a little poem that I wrote on the 30th of March, not long after we were into lockdown, but I've amended it slightly because we're now a lot further in. It's called The Planet Still Turns. 5 weeks into the lockdown has felt like a bank holiday. The sun has shone like summer, but the virus hasn't gone away. I found a brand new routine, going to bed early and waking at dawn, more like a body clock intended and without one single yawn. I've been blessed to see the sunrise. The first one was behind a tree, and then each day it moved further left, so more of its whole do I see. It's teaching me a lovely lesson, as on my eyes its beauty burns. It's reminding me that despite this crisis, our reliable planet still turns. Thank you.
In 6 weeks now in this strange new world, and it's funny how quickly we adapt. We've kind of got used to not going out, like prisoners in our homes we are trapped. Who would have thought that life could change as we reap the seeds that we planted? Who would have thought we'd miss the things that we loved but just took for granted? No more can we travel and socialise, nor greet our friends with a hug. Strictly 6 feet and don't you dare cough for fear of spreading that bug. But as the days slip by, we've learnt to cope and make a world which is kinder and fairer. Thank the postman and cleaner who do real jobs, the doctor and the nurse and the carer. So when this is over and our freedom returns, there is only one thing that I urge. Let's not forget the mistakes that we made and forge a better world when we emerge.
This one is called Summer's Having a Rant. I want you to remember how divine you really are. Don't let anyone ever make you feel less because of the way you are. No one is you, and that is your power. I'll say that again. No one is you, and that is your power. You can't live your life placing your key of happiness and acceptance in other people's hands and pockets. You can't live your life basing your worth in how people see you or what they think of you. Fuck what everybody else thinks. Because when you are at your deathbed, when all is said and done, and you have those few seconds before you die, all that will truly matter is how you felt about yourself. How accepting you were of yourself. How much you thought you were enough. Were you happy in who you were and how you lived your life? The things like what house you lived in, what clothes you wore, how much money you had in the bank, or what political views you had, or what religion you practiced. None of that will matter. The only thing that will matter is how you felt about yourself. So make your life a good one, a whole one, a loving one, a compassionate one, a full one. And remember how divine you are. And that happiness lies within you, not elsewhere. So stop searching for it outside of yourself and sit with yourself. You are perfect, exactly the way you are. Thank you.
Hi, Sarah Birch here. Hope you're all keeping safe and well. This is a song called We Are Rocks.
It was an absolute pleasure listening and watching you all. Thank you to David Pitt for putting all of this together, and see you next month. And please, if you'd like to send an audio or video clip in, please get in touch. Stay safe and be healthy. Goodbye from everybody at People Speak Up, and Bonnie, of course.